Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network proudly presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1972 season is on the air. First off, can anybody hear me? Because my microphone is not showing anything, so am I coming through loud and clear, guys? Before I go any further, can you guys hear me? Loud and clear. Excellent. Thank you very much. Today's date is June 5th, 1972. We are at the Mistake by the Lake, Cleveland Municipal Stadium, for a good matchup between the Oakland Athletics and the Cleveland Indians. The Athletics come into this game a record of 31-10. They are dominating baseball in 1972. The Indians are only a game under 500, though. They're 19-20, very much alive early on in this season, or the midway point of the season. So the Indians are going to have a pretty good game tonight. At least we hope so. So we are at Cleveland Municipal Stadium, and I know we got some Indians fans, of course, that will join us for tonight. Brian B., Jeremy Brooks, Frank Rosenk, David Vega, and Brian Patterson join us here at Municipal Stadium. The Athletics historically won this game 3-2. They had 8 hits. The Indians had 7 hits and an error. So we will see what happens tonight in a pretty good matchup between the Athletics and the Indians. And we got 2 pretty good pitchers on the mound. As Brian Patterson is in the chat, I'll be looking to you if we want to make any changes to the Indians while we play on through the game. So hopefully you guys will set back and ready to go. It is time for Inside Pitch Baseball, and we should have a good one tonight. Let's take a look who's leading off. Starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians tonight, and he had a heck of a year in 1972. Hall of Famer Gaylord Perry. Hall of Famer? Absolutely. 24 wins, 16 losses, a save, a 1.92 ERA. He actually led the league in the ERA department that year. 234 strikeouts and 66 walks in 72. Cleveland Municipal Stadium, though, it's a hitter's park. 138 home runs were hit there that year, -1 to strikeouts and -1 to walks. So we are set and ready to go, and let's play some baseball here as we go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Athletics will be the shortstop, Bert Campaneris, 240 average, 8 homers, and 32 RBIs. We're going to use red, white, and red dice. Indians are the home team. And everyone here is set. A good crowd here at Municipal Stadium, hoping to see if Gaylord Perry can get the job done. Well, let's find out. Perry, 4.6, strikeout 11. That is high. Campaneris, a 2.6, and that's flying to left field. And getting over there will be Alex Johnson, and he'll make the first put out of the game. Next up is the left fielder, Joe Rudy. 305 average, 19 homers, 75 RBIs in 72. Pretty good year for him. Perry, 3.6, strikeout 11. That is high. Rudy, 3.5, and that's a base hit to left field. So Rudy will get a single to start his night. And now we will see the right fielder, Mr. October himself, Reggie Jackson. Hall of Famer? Yeah. 265 average, 25 homers, and 75 RBIs in 72. Infield is that double play. Rudy had 3 stolen bases. He won't get any here. Perry, 1-3, and that is a walk, and that 2 is ball 4. So he walks Jackson. So now the Athletics already starting with runners at first and second here with 1 out. And now we'll see the third baseman, Sal Bando, recently passed away. 236 average, 15 homers, 77 RBIs. My Basement Media Productions joins us here at Municipal Stadium. I knew Dr. Nick would not miss a game at the Mistake by the Lake. Strategy roll. And nothing happening on the 9. Perry already in some trouble here in the top of the first. Perry, 3-2. That is a blank. Bando, 6-1, and that's a fly ball to center field. Getting to that will be Tommy McCraw, and he'll make the play for out number 2. Rudy, base running 3, hit the center -2. McCraw +2. So at 1-3, Rudy's going to take third, and he will. Rudy will take third base on the hit in the center, and that will be out number 2. And now we will bring up the first baseman, Mike Epstein, 270 average, 26 homers, 70 RBIs. Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike joins us here at the Mistake by the Lake. Rudy on at third, Jackson on at first. Anything on the strat? That is a 2 and nothing happening. Perry will go ahead and pitch. Perry, 3-4. That's an error on a grounder. Epstein, 2-3. That's a fly out. It's a fly ball to center field, and McCraw will get that one as well and will retire the side. No runs, a hit, and a walk, but the Athletics are unable to get anybody in, and we will go to the bottom of the first. Gaylord Perry. I would like to mention Gaylord Perry in 1972 had 40 starts. Can everybody agree with me in the chat that we will not see that happen anytime soon in the future in modern day baseball right now? I'm pretty sure all of you will say we will never see that again. Starting pitcher for the Oakland Athletics that game is Blue Moon Odom. How do you not get a baseball name like that? Pretty average pitcher, really, and for his career, but he had a heck of a year in 72. 15 wins, 6 losses, a 2.50 ERA, 86 strikeouts, 85 walks, though. He had some control issues, but Odom, hey, won a couple of World Series with the A's, so you can't say anything bad about that. And he gets the call. He gets the call tonight. SGJ Jamie and John Haverly join us here at Municipal Stadium. Yes, we are at the Mistake by the Lake. Leading off for the Indians will be the center fielder, Tommy McCraw. He's at center tonight. 258 average, 7 homers, 33 RBIs in 72. Odom with the pitch. Odom, a 4-6. That's a walk plus. That will walk McCraw. So McCraw will trot down to first with a leadoff walk. And here's the second baseman, Jack Brohammer. 233 average, 5 homers, 35 RBIs. McCraw did have 12 stolen bases. Big Clue joins us here at Municipal Stadium. Nothing on the 11. Odom will go ahead and pitch. Odom, 3-3, strikeout. The 18 is high. Brohammer, 4-2, and against the righty, it's a ground ball to second base. 1, 2, 3. Shortstop, Pivot Campaneris +1 is a 4. And they will not get the double play. So McCraw is thrown out at second base. Brohammer will get to first, and that is 1 out on the fielder's choice. Next up is the left fielder, Alex Johnson. I don't know much about him. 239 average, 8 homers, 37 RBIs. Anything on the strat? That is a 2, and nothing happening. A hit and run is called by Johnson. But he's got good home run power against righties. I'm going to call that off and let him hit. Odom, 2-4. That is a blank. Johnson, 6-3, and that's flied to center field. Getting under that will be Angel Mangual, and he'll make the play. Brohammer stays at first. Next up is the catcher, Ray Fosse, 241 average, 10 homers, 41 RBIs in 72. PFLQR joins us here at Municipal Stadium. Nothing on the 15. Odom will go ahead and pitch. Odom, 5-6 against the righty. That is an automatic out, and that will be a ground ball hit to first base. Epstein will go ahead and take it himself and retire the side. Nothing across except the walk. No score after 1. Top of the second. True story about Gaylord Perry. Well, someone said about Gaylord Perry, the only time Gaylord Perry will hit a home run when a man lands on the moon. And actually, a few hours after man landed on the moon on July 12th, 1969, Gaylord Perry hit a home run. That is a true story. Top of the second. And leading off for the Athletics will be center fielder Angel Mangual. And he had a 246 average, 5 homers, and 32 RBIs in 72. So no score, top of the second. Perry, 5-3, that's at the park. Mistake by the Lake, 1-4, and that's a ground out to third. That'll be taken care of by a young Greg Nettles, and that's out number 1. Next up is the catcher, Dave Duncan, 218 average, 9 homers, 59 RBIs, and 72. 2 men down, and 1 man out. Perry with the pitch. 6-1, strikeout, 2, swing and a miss, struck him out. First strikeout for Perry, 2 down. And now the second baseman, Larry Brown, a 183 average, no homers, and 4 RBIs. Brown gets the call here. 2 men down. Perry with the pitch. Perry, 4-3, strikeout 3. That will miss. Brown, 5-5, and it's a base hit past third. And Brown will go ahead and get the first base on a single. And now we'll see the pitcher, Blue Moon Odom. And he can hit the ball, a 121 average. He did have 2 bombs that year in 72 and 2 RBIs. So Odom definitely capable of hitting home runs. Strategy roll with Brown. He'll stay put. Perry, 5-5, strikeout 17. No problem there. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. And the inning is over. No runs and a hit. Man stranded for the Athletics will go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Indians will be the first baseman, a young Chris Chambliss, 292 average, 6 homers, 44 RBIs. He leads off against Blue Moon. Brian Hoxie joins us here at Municipal Stadium. Pitch from Odom, 1-4. That is a blank. Chambliss, a 1-3, and that's a ground out to short. Handled easily there by Campy, and he'll toss it over for the out. Next up will be the third baseman, a young Greg Nettles, 253 average, 17 homers, 70 RBIs. And Odom with the pitch. Odom, 5-5, strikeout 2, swing and a miss, struck him out. First strikeout for Odom. And the next batter up will be the right fielder, a young Buddy Bell. 255 average, 9 homers, 36 RBIs. Buddy Bell, who definitely belongs in the Hall of the Very Good. Some people say Hall of Fame still possible. 3-4, Odom, that's an error on a grounder. Bell, 6-4, nope, that's a fly out to right. And some bum by the name of Reggie's going to go out there and get them. And that is a 1-2-3 inning on the Indians. No score after 2. Chambliss and Nettles in Cleveland couldn't do squat. It's Tribe story for decades. We go to the top of the third. And let's see. Leading off for Oakland will be Bert Campaneris. And he's 0-for-1. Perry, they'll go ahead and pitch. Perry, 4-2, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out. Third strikeout for Perry. Got to be careful with him, though. There might be something on the ball. Perry always known for maybe scuffing it up a little bit or adding a little something. Here's Rudy. Rudy got a base hit his first time up. Perry with the pitch. Perry, 1-1, home run chance, righty, 1-9. The 10 is too high. Rudy, 3-4, but he hits one pass short, and that will be a single for him. Rudy gets on base for the second time in the ball game, and here comes the very dangerous Reggie. Reggie walked his first time up. Infield is at double play. Anything on the strike? That's a 20. Perry fires to first. Nope. Rudy will get back with no problem. And now Perry will pitch to Jackson. Perry, 5-4. That's at the park. Municipal Stadium, 1-2, and that is a blank. We will have a rare play with men on. And that is a 56, and the pitch brushes back the hitter. Words are exchanged, and both dugouts empty. Calmer heads prevail, but the umpire warns both managers, if any hit by pitch happens after this for the rest of the game, the pitcher is thrown out. Okay, so that means I have to count that as 2 hit by pitches, which means that another hit by pitch, all right, pitchers are thrown out, and yes, if the dreaded brawl happens to occur on the rare play, it will happen. So we will redo the at-bat. Gaylord Perry with the pitch. Perry, 5-5, strikeout 11. He got him, struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Perry, 2 down. And now here's Bando. Bando is 0 for 1. Perry, he'll go ahead. Strategy roll first for Rudy, and he will stay where he is. Perry, 5-5, strikeout. The 15 is high. Bando, 5-2, and it's a ground ball hit to third base. Getting over there will be Nettles. He will take care of it and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Athletics. It stays no scores. We go to the bottom of the third. Odom will take the mound. I forget, I didn't get a chance to look up his life. Why was he known as Blue Moon Odom? Could someone please tell me the reason for that? Leading off for the Indians will be the shortstop, Eddie Leone, a 200 average, 4 homers, 16 RBIs. Odom with the pitch. Odom, 5-1. That's a pitcher result. That 15 is going to be too high. Leone, 4-6, and it's a ground ball hit to third, taken care of there by Bando. And that is out number 1. That'll bring up the pitcher, Gaylord Perry. He actually hit 155 in 72, and he did have a home run. And he has enough at bats to actually have splits on the card. Strategy roll. Nothing on. Well, I don't know why I'm rolling a strategy. Re-roll. Odom, 5-6 against the righty. It is an automatic out. And that will be a ground ball hit to third base. Again, Bando will get to that and toss it over. Friends in school gave him the nickname. Okay. 2 men down. Here comes McCraw. He walked his first time up. Odom, 2-6. That is a blank. McCraw, a 2-4. And against the righty, it's a base hit. He'll hit that one past second, and McCraw keeps the inning alive. Here's Brohammer. Brohammer is 0 for 1. McCraw did have 12 stolen bases, and he does not get the steal sign. Odom will go ahead and pitch. Odom, 2-3. That's at the park. Municipal Stadium, 6-1. That's a power hit to left field. That is a 15. That is a home run result. Against the righty, though, Brohammer needs a 6. A 6 or lower, he puts the Indians on the board. No, he's just going to miss it. He's going to get under it a little bit. Going over there, left fielder is Rudy. He will have some room near the wall, but he makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Indians. Had a chance there, but maybe one by the board. Brohammer just got under it, and it's still no score after 3. Top of the 4th coming up. And it will be Mike Epstein leading off for the Athletics. Oakland so far running away with it all. They have a record of 31-10. They were really, really good in that year. Perry, 1-6 strikeout. The 12 is high. Epstein, 6-3, and that's ground ball hit the third base. And that will be Nettles. Getting to that, tosses it over. Next batter is Mangual. Mangual is 0 for 1. Perry, 4-1. That's a wild pitch, ball 1. 1-3. That's a walk. That 15 is too high. Mangual, 2-5, and that's a base hit. He'll hit it past third, and the Athletics get another hit. They've gotten at least one hit in each inning, but they've been unable to bring the runs in. Duncan is up next. He's 0 for 1. Infield is at double play. Mangual didn't have any stolen bases, and he won't get any here. Perry with the pitch. 5-4. That's at the park. The mistake by the lake. 4-4. That's a home run to center field. Against a righty, Duncan needs a 20. Well, I guess that pretty much sums up where that ball is going to. Kaboom! Ball is pretty high. That ball is pretty deep. That ball is pretty gone. Home run, Dave Duncan! And the Athletics take the lead. Stadium groans. 2-run bomb by Dave Duncan, and it puts the Athletics up 2-0. Wasn't really Perry's fault that he just powered that one out. It just cleared the wall, by the way, really cleared the wall maybe by about a foot. Here's Brown. Brown got a base hit his first time up. Alex M. joined us here at the mistake by the lake. Perry with the pitch. Perry, 3-6, strikeout, 11, no way. Brown, 3-6, and that's fly to center field. McCraw will come under that one and put it away. Next up is Odom. Odom is 0 for 1. No ball was ever hit in the center field bleachers in Cleveland Stadium. Perry with the pitch. Perry, 1-6, strikeout, 13, swing and a miss, strikeout, and the inning is over. That's the 5th strikeout for Perry, but damage is done. 2 runs on 2 hits, a 2-run bomb by Duncan Hines, and there's a 2-0 lead here going to the bottom of the 4th. Leading off for the Tribe will be Alex Johnson, and he's 0 for 1. Odom. He'll go ahead and pitch. Odom, 4-2, strikeout, 19 is high. Johnson, 3-2, that's ground out to second base. And Brown will get to that and toss it over. Next batter is Fosse. Fosse is 0 for 1. Odom, a 4-1, that's a range play. First range play of the game. Fosse, 2-3. And that's a ground ball hit to third base. Getting over there is Bando. He was good. His range is a 4. And he got it. Nice play by Bando. Will take his time and toss it over. And that is out number 2. Next batter is Chambliss. Chambliss is 0 for 1. And Odom, he will go ahead and pitch. Odom, 2-3. That's at the park. Chambliss, 2-1, and that is a ground ball right to first. Epstein will go ahead and take care of that himself. And that's another 1-2-3 inning for Blue Moon. After 4, still 2-0 in favor of the Athletics. Sports Time Machine, how do I got a feeling American League all roads will go through the Oakland Mausoleum in the postseason? You never know. You never know. Remember, only one season in my replay has actually had the 2 World Series teams that actually played in that series. And that was the 1981 season I did when the Dodgers did play the Yankees. That's the only season where that happened. And the Yankees won that series, by the way, not the Dodgers on the network. That's the only season where the actual 2 World Series teams actually met. Top of the 5th, so you never know what might happen here, especially since I have an expanded playoffs. Bert Campaneris leads off. He's 0 for 2. Perry with the pitch, 5-1. That's a walk. That 14 is high. Campaneris, 3-1. It's fly to left. Johnson's going to get to that with no trouble, and he'll put it away. Rudy is next. Rudy's got 2 base hits today. He's 2 for 2. Perry, a 2-4, strikeout, 13 is high. Rudy, a 2-6, and that's a base hit into right field. Hit hard. And Rudy's going to have his third hit of the game. He's now 3 for 3. And that brings up the candy bar. Jackson is 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield is that double play. And Rudy staying put. Perry will go ahead and pitch. Perry, 5-1. That's a walk, and he will walk Jackson. And now runners at first and second as the Athletics are looking to now get some more runs. Next batter is Bando. Bando's 0 for 2. Anything on the strat? Nope. Rudy on it second, Jackson on it first. Perry looking at Bando, and the pitch from Perry. 2-1. Error on a throw. Bando, 1-2. That's a power hit to right field. That is a 15. And against the righty, it's going to be too high. And that's going to be a fly ball to right. Rudy has a base running rating of 3. Hit to right, -1. Right fielder is Bell, -1. So now there could be an error on a throw. Well, first to see if he's going to try to go. So only on a 1, he would get to third. And it's a 2, he will hold. So there will not be a throw. And plus the right fielder, Bell, actually has an error rating of 0. So there wouldn't have been a throwing error anyway. So that's out number 2. The next batter is Epstein. The throwing error would have came in play if a 1 or a 6 actually came up in that case. So 2 outs. Rudy on it second, Jackson on it first. And nothing on the 15. Perry will pitch. Perry, 2-5, walk 6, and he walks the bases loaded. Perry gives up another walk, and that is his third of the game. He had only 66 walks and 342 innings pitched, which is pretty darn good. But he's having some control issues today. It'll bring up Mangual. Mangual is 1 for 2 with a single. And nothing on the strat. Perry trying to get out of this jam here. Bases are full of A's. 2-0 Athletics, top of the 5th. Perry, 1-1. Home run chance. Righty, 1-9. The 10 is too high. Mangual, 1-5, and he just grounds it to first base. Right to Chambliss. Chambliss says he's got it, and the Indians will get out of it. No runs, 1 hit. There were 2 walks. But the Athletics are unable to get any runs in, and we will go to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off for the Indians will be Greg Nettles, and he's 0 for 1. Odom, he'll go ahead and pitch. 6-1. That is a home run chance. Lefty, 1-11. The 20 is too high. Nettles, 3-2, and he does hit 1 into left field. That'll be a base hit. Single for Nettles. He'll get to first. The next batter is Bell. Bell is 0 for 1. Infield double play. Nettles had 2 stolen bases. He won't get any more there. Odom will pitch. Odom, 1-4. That's a blank. Bell, 1-6. And it's flying to left field. And getting over there will be Rudy. And he'll make the play. Next up is Leon. Leon is 0 for 1. Nettles stays where he is. Odom, a 2-5. That's a walk. And that 5 is ball 4. So now Odom in a bit of a jam here with runners at first and second. As the Indians trying to get on the board. And here's Perry, and he can hit. Perry is 0 for 1, though. Infield still at double play. Nothing on the 18. Perry is not going to bunt. He's going to swing. Odom will go ahead and make the pitch. Odom, 1-6. Range play at the park. Municipal Stadium. 5-2. And that's a double into center field. But it's a range play for Angel Mangual. He's going after it. His range is a 4. No, he can't get it. It's going to be a double, and the Indians will at least get 1. Nettles will go ahead and score. Leon, base runner 1, double to center field, +1. Leon scores on a 2 or lower, and it's a 6. Uh-oh. Leone at third. Perry coming around at second. Center fielder is Mangual. He has a 0 arm. A 1-3. There could be a play. And there is going to be a play. 2-5. Leone is out. And he is. Leone is thrown out at the plate. And that is out number 2. Perry won that 2. Perry has to stay at second base. He's mud. So that will bring in the run. But Leone is cut down at the plate. And that will go as a double for Perry. It's 2-1. But Leone is cut down at the plate by Angel Mangual. So Perry's safe, though. He's safe at second base, but there are now 2 outs. And it will bring up McCraw. A big assist from center field. What a throw there by Angel Mangual as he got the play. Holy David Demo's bonehead play. Ouch. So 2 outs, but now 2-1. Strategy roll, nothing on the 6th. Perry on at second. Odom with the pitch. Odom 1-3, hit by pitch. The 16 is high. McCraw 2-2, and that's a grounder to second base. And Brown will go ahead and get that and toss it over and retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, a walk. But Eddie Leone cut down at the plate, which would have tied the game, but it's 2-1, if anything, after 5. How annoyed is Perry at that play at the plate? I think he pretty much would be a little bit annoyed. We go to the top of the 6th. Dave Dunkin' Donuts leads off. He got a bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 2. So 2-1 A's here. Perry with the pitch. 5-2, strikeout. The 19 is high. Duncan, 2-5. That's popped up to third. Pop out to third base. Nettles says he'll take it in foul territory and make the play. Here's Brown. Brown is 1 for 2. He has a single. Perry, 4-3. Strikeout, 5. That is high. Brown, 1-5. That's a ground out to third. Handled again, once again, by Nettles. But he'll have to make the throw to first to get the out. Odom will bat, and he is 0 for 2. Odom can pitch to 27 batters. He still has a lot left in the tank. Perry can pitch to actually 34. Batters, and he will bat. This is 1972, not 2024. Perry, 3-6, strikeout 2. The ball went high, and Odom swung low. Wasn't even close. Struck him out. And that is the 6th strikeout for Perry. And that's a 1-2-3 inning on the Athletics. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Leading off for the Tribe will be Jack Brohammer, and he's 0 for 2. Odom with the pitch. Odom, 5-6 against the lefty. That's a blank. Brohammer, 2-6, is flying to center field. Easy play there for Mangual. 1 out. Next up is Johnson. Johnson is 0 for 2. Fans here at the Mistake by the Lake hoping for a hit. Odom, 1-4. That is a blank. Johnson, 2-3. Ground out to second base. And Brown is going to get to that one. And routine play to first. 2 away. And now Fosse. Fosse is 0 for 2. Odom with the pitch. 5-5. Strikeout 13. That will miss. Fosse, a 5-6. And that's a fly ball right field. But easily play there for Reggie Jackson. And he will camp under it. And he will light a fire there at the same time. And now he'll catch the ball. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3. Go the Indians. 2-1 A's after 6. Rapidly moving ball game like most pitchers' duel. 34 minutes into the stream, we're already in the 7th inning. Bert Campaneris leads off. He's 0 for 3. Having a rough night tonight for the swinging A's. Perry, 1-5 against the righty. Strikeout plus. He got him on a 16. Cold strike 3 on Campaneris. Campaneris probably should have swung at that one. That'll be strikeout number 7 for Perry. May have been a little something extra on the ball. Here's Rudy. Perry hasn't gotten him out yet. Rudy is 3 for 3, 3 singles. Perry, 5-5, strikeout 3, and he finally got him out there. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is strikeout number 8 for Perry, 2 down. Yes, 22 days until pitchers and catchers report. As much as I am loving the NFL, the NFL playoffs, usually around this time, I'm all footballed out. Once these football games are done, I am all footballed out, and I'm just getting ready for baseball. And for you, and for those of you who already know, by the way, the curse of Scott Norwood is still very much alive for the Bills. Reggie is up next. He's 0 for 1, but he's walked twice. And as a Dolphins fan, I'm going to say that. Perry, 6-3. That is a blank. Jackson, 6-6. And that's a ground out to first base. That'll be taken care of there by Chambliss. Future teammate, by the way. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Perry. So the Indians are keeping it close, but we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night on the network, and we will be on June 8th. And we got a pretty good matchup, I think, for tomorrow night. We will go from one Municipal stadium to the other. We'll go from Cleveland Municipal to Kansas City Municipal, as the Milwaukee Brewers will take on the Kansas City Royals. Bill Parsons will be going for the Brewers, and Paul Splittorff will be going for the Royals. So we get to see Paul Splittorff in some action in this season. So that will be tomorrow night from Cleveland Municipal to Kansas City Municipal. The Brewers and the Royals, Parsons against Splittorff. That will be tomorrow night on Inside Pitch. Bottom of the 7th here, Athletics lead 2-1. Blue Moon Odom says he can go. He's got 5 more batters he can face before tiring. Chris Chambliss will lead off, and he is 0 for 2. Fans here at the Mistake by the Lake hoping for some hits here. Odom, 1-1 against the lefty. That's a blank. Chambliss, 6-3, and that's a power hit to center field. That's an 11, and against the righty, it's a leadoff double. So Chambliss will get to second base, and he leads off there. So the tying run is already in scoring position, and it's a chance for Nettles. Nettles is 1 for 2. He has a single, and they will let him bat. Anything on the strike? The 4 says no. Chambliss is at second. Odom will go ahead and pitch to Nettles. Odom, 4-1. That's a range play. Nettles, 5-6. It's a fly ball hit to right field. Going after that is Reggie Jackson. He was pretty good in right at this time. His range is a 4. He's got it. 1 out. Chambliss, does he try to take third? Base runner 3, -1 to right is a 2. Jackson is 0, a 1-2. Chambliss will take third, and he will. So Chambliss takes off, and he'll get to third base. On the fly out to right, there is 1 out. And now the batter is Bell, infield coming in. And Bell is 0 for 2. So Odom now in a jam here, trying to keep the Indians from tying it up. Anything on the strat? The 12 says no. Odom will go ahead and he will pitch. Odom, 1-4. That's a blank. Bell, 5-6. And it's a base hit past short. This game is tied. Chambliss will come in to score. We got a tie game at 2. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI single by Bell. It'll bring up Leone. And Leone is 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield now with double play depth. And they're going to let Leone bat here. Odom on the mound. Bell had 5 stolen bases. He will not get any there. Odom will pitch. Odom, 2-1. That is a blank. He's not tired yet. Leone, 2-1. And that's a ground ball to short. 4-5-6. Second base pivot, Brown +1. The only way he can go is a 5. So a 1-5, it's a double play. No. And the only play is going to be to first. And they cannot turn the double play. Bell goes to second. That's out number 2. So now runner at second base. And now the batter is Gaylord. Perry, do you let him hit here? Perry can still pitch to 4 more batters. I think you need offense. I think that's going to be it for Perry. You got the runner at second base. You got to bring him in. And Perry against righties is not that good. That's going to be it for Gaylord Perry. They will take him out, even though he pitched beautifully today. And it leaves with a no decision unless they score the run. And let's see who they're going to bring on to bat. And it is going to be Del Unser, 238 average, a homer and 17 RBIs. So Del Unser will come on and pinch hit for the Indians. The Indians' bench is not that great, but Del Unser will come on and get turned around here right on lefty. Odom, it will be tired after Unser. The A's are going to stick with him. They're going to see if he can get it done here. So Odom will pitch to Unser. Fans here at the Mistake by the Lake better go ahead and do it. Strategy roll. That's a 20. Odom turns around, fires to get Bell, and got him, picked him off. Buddy Bell asleep at the wheel. Odom turns around. That is a 6th. 1-11's a pickoff. He got him, and the inning is over. 1 run, 2 hits. But again, the Indians lose a man on the bases, and Bell is thrown out. And Del Unser can go back onto the bench because it's not an official at bat. But we will still see a pitching, but we will still see it. Wow. Tied at 2 after 7. As Bell gets picked off at second base. We'll go to the top of the 8th. The Indians do still have to bring in a new pitcher, though. Del Unser will go back on the bench as he was not. So I call that a plate appearance, not an at bat. So let's see who the Indians are going to bring on to pitch, and it is going to. Well, first of all, Sal Bando leading off for the Athletics. 2 righties and a lefty. And I hate to say this, the Cleveland bullpen is not that great. But a tie game, I'll bring in somebody at least a little better. Coming on to pitch for the Indians is going to be Phil Hennigan. 5 wins, 3 losses, 5 saves, a 2.67 ERA. 44 strikeouts and 14 walks. Unser is done, even though it wasn't an official at bat. I mean, can he still come up to bat in the next inning because of the throwout? Can he still come up to bat? I'm not sure about that, Brian. Check that out. I'm not 100% sure he's done. Phil Hennigan will pitch now for the Indians, and he can pitch to 7 batters. Although he probably won't go past this inning. Top of the 8th, Bando the batter. Hennigan will pitch to him. Carlos Yaz joins us here at Municipal Stadium. So Hennigan goes into a spot. All right, so Unser never got a chance. I will take him out. Very well. So Hennigan will pitch to Bando. Hennigan, 1-3, strikeout 5. Nope, that just missed. Bando, a 6-6, and against the righty, it's a ground ball past the shortstop. That's going to be a base hit. So Bando gets a single. A leadoff bat for him. The batter now was Epstein. Epstein is 0 for 2 with a walk. Tied at 2 here in the top of the 8th inning. Infield a double play. Bando had 3 stolen bases, and he doesn't get any here. That is a 2. Epstein does get the hit and run, but Epstein, though, has got good home run power. I'm not going to waste that. Hennigan will pitch. Hennigan, 1-3, strikeout 7. That he got. Struck him out. He goes ahead and gets Epstein 1 down. The batter now is Mangual. Mangual is 1 for 3 with a single. So Bando on it first. Re-roll the strat. That is a 1. Again, he doesn't get the... Again, does Mangual get the steal? He gets the hit. Mangual gets the hit and run, and they're going to do it. Mangual does have some power against righties, but in this case, I think we're going to try to get Bando over. Hit and run is on. Hennigan, 2-5, strikeout plus 19, and let's see. Yeah, he's out because a strikeout plus makes him a 22. Minus 1 is 21. Round that down, 21, and that is a 19, and he is out. Bando, though, is on his way to try to get the second base. 15 minus 1 is 14. Fossey is 0, but on a failed hit and run, it's another -2. So a 1-12, Bando is safe. And he's out of there. Strike him out, throw him out. Strike him out, throw him out, and the inning is over. They go ahead and get Bando out at second base. Hennigan strikes out Mangual, and Bando is thrown out at second by Fossey, and the side is retired. We go to the top, so no runs. There was a hit. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Wow, what a crazy game so far. A put out, an assist at the plate, a pickoff at second base. Now a strike him out, throw him out. Bottom of the 8th inning. Unser could stay if you use him in the field only way, move pitcher, different spot. You know, a baseball demo, some double switch special. Okay, that's cool. All right, so Blue Moon Odom is the pitcher. They're going to take him out. He's not exactly tired. He can still pitch to a pinch hitter for Phil Hennigan, and they will do that. So Hennigan is going to come out of the game, and coming on to pinch hit for the Athletics will be Frank Duffy, a 230 for the Indians. 239 average, 3 homers, 27 RBIs. Frank Duffy will bat for the Indians. Odom against Duffy, and as I said, Odom is not exactly tired yet. I will let him pitch. So bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 2. A chance here for the Indians to try to get something. Odom, 2-2, strikeout 20. That is high. Duffy, 3-6, and it's a ground out to second base. That'll get taken care of by Brown. And that is out number 1. Now Odom is tired, and the batter will be McCraw, and he'll bat. McCraw is 1 for 2, a single and a walk, and they're going to let Odom bat here, pitch. He is due to bat third in the 9th. I'll see if they can get through it. So Blue Moon Odom says, I can go, coach. Odom, 4-2, strikeout, 17 is high. McCraw, 3-1, and against the righty, it's a base hit. And he'll get that past second base. McCraw gets his second hit of the ball game. And now the batter is Brohammer. Brohammer is 0 for 3. Infield is at double play depth. And they're gonna let Odom pitch. They're gonna let Odom pitch. So, runner at first base. You know what? No, that'll do it. That will be it for Blue Moon Odom. The Athletics will go to the bullpen finally. And let's see who they're going to bring on to pitch here. And they will go with... Coming on to pitch for the Athletics will be Bob Locker. 6 wins, 1 loss, 10 saves, a 2.65 ERA. Locker coming in there. They want to save fingers for the 9th in case they can. So Brohammer will go up against Locker. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 9. McCraw stays where he is. Locker will go ahead and pitch. Locker, 1-5, strikeout 3. He got him. Struck him out. Brohammer now 0 for 4. And now an opportunity for Alex Johnson. Johnson is 0 for 3. And I hate to say this, he's going to bat. The Indian bench is not good. McCraw on at first. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 9. McCraw stays where he is. Locker sets up against Johnson. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Can Johnson come through? Locker, 4-6. That's a wild pitch, and that will send McCraw to second. First wild pitch for Bob Locker, and now a base hit could probably score McCraw. Re-roll the strat. Nothing happening. Locker now will pitch to Johnson. 2 outs. Fans here at the Mistake by the Lake, hoping for a hit. Locker, 3-1, strikeout. 17 is high. Johnson, 6-4, and it's a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Comebacker right back to Locker. He's got it, and he'll toss it over and end the inning. No runs and a hit and a wild pitch. We're tied at 2 after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th. Tied at 2. Dave Duncan is the leadoff batter for the Athletics. Indians need a pitcher. And they're going to go with, let's see, who they're going to go with. I think you go with your best guy in this case. I think they go with the righty, but I don't know if anybody has a choice. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's go with, we're going to go with this guy. It's the 9th inning, so anybody can come in. Coming on to pitch for the Indians will be Ray Lamb. 5 wins, 6 losses, a 3.09 ERA. Ray Lamb is going to come in here and pitch for the Indians. And he will be the 3rd Indians pitcher. So here comes Lamb. And he'll pitch to Duncan. Duncan will... Let's see. Duncan is going to... We're going to see a pinch hitter. Dave Duncan coming out of the game. And this is the 9th inning, so anybody can come in. Coming on to pinch hit for the Athletics is going to be Mike Hegan. 329 average, a homer, and 5 RBIs. Gene Tennis will take over at catcher if this game for the 9th inning. So Gene Tennis will take over at catcher. Mike Hegan will go up against Lamb. Jimmy Jam joins us here at Municipal Stadium. So Lamb will pitch to Hegan, top of the 9th, tied at 2. Lamb sets up for the pitch. Lamb, 3-2. That is a blank. Hegan, 5-5. It's a power hit to center field. Power hit to center. That's a 15, and against the righty, Mike Hegan will get that triple. Mike Hegan will wind up at third base on a triple into center field, and the go-ahead run is already 90 feet away. And now the batter is Brown. May see a pinch hitter for him also with a 183 average. And they will bring out a pinch hitter for him. So one Brown's going to come out. And another Brown. Well, maybe. Actually, no. Let me see here what I want to do with him. You know what? Yeah. One Brown's going to come out, replaced by another Brown. Downtown Ollie Brown will come on and pinch hit for the Athletics. Ollie Brown started the season with the Milwaukee Brewers, wound up on the Athletics, and then actually wound up on the Rangers later, too. Ollie Brown actually played for 3 teams that year. So he will pinch hit. Taking over at second base will be Ron Clark. He will take over at second for the Athletics. Also from the Milwaukee Brewers as well, or was on the Brewers at one point. So downtown Ollie Brown will pinch hit. Hegan on at third. Infield is in. So Hegan is there, and we will see what happens. Ray Lamb will pitch to Brown. Fans here at Municipal Stadium hoping they can keep Hegan at third base. Lamb comes on to pitch. Nobody out, top of the ninth. Strategy rolls are still on, and nothing happening. Hegan at third, Lamb with the pitch. Lamb, 6-6. That's a pitcher result, but the 9 is too high. Brown, 6-1, and it's a ground ball to short. Hegan will not be able to score. His base running rating is a 0. With the infield in, he has to hold, and the throw goes to first for the out. So 1 down. And now we'll see a pinch hitter for Bob Locker for the Athletics. And they're going to bring out George Hendrick. 182 average, 4 homers, 15 RBIs. George Hendrick will pinch hit for Locker here. There is 1 out. Lamb trying to go ahead and keep it going down here. Infield is still in. Fans here at the Mistake by the Lake hoping for a hit. Strategy roll, nothing on the 4. Lamb will go ahead and pitch. Lamb, 1-4, error on a grounder. Hendrick, 1-1, and that is not an error, but that's going to score a run. That's an infield single, a possible single. That's a possible infield single. That ball is hit to third, and that's picked up by Nettles. Hendrick's base running rating is a 2. The throw to first, not in time. Hendrick is out. Hegan will score. It's 3-2 Athletics. Stadium groans. So that is an infield single by Hendrick. He beats the throw, and that is not an error. It's a slow roller ball, but Hendrick does. The only play he had was to at least get it out, and they couldn't do that. So still 1 out here in the top of the 9th. So now the batter is Campaneris, and Campy is 0 for 4. As the Athletics have taken a 3-2 lead, which is the historical score of this game. Lamb will go ahead, prepare, strategy roll. Nothing on the 3. Hendrick gets the steal sign. Why not? He has a 12, plus 2 is a 4, and Fosse is a 0. They're going to send him. Hendrick on his way to second. 1-14, he is safe. And he is. Hendrick steals second base, and he gets there. Stolen base for George Hendrick. They'll redo it again. Nothing on the 14, so Hendrick now at second base. Now an insurance run in scoring position, and that takes away the double play. Lamb, 2-2, strikeout, 17 is high. Campaneris, 3-5. It's a ground ball to third. That'll be handled there by Nettles. The throw goes to first for out number 2. And Hendrick actually makes it to third base. It was slow enough, and Hendrick was actually able to go to third. But now 2 outs. On a grounder to third, the batter now is Rudy. Rudy having a good night. He is 3 for 4. He's got 3 singles. And they're going to stick with Lamb. So runner at third base, 2 outs. 3-2 A's. Fans here at Municipal Stadium hoping Lamb can at least get it done. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 6. Hendrick on at third. Lamb with the pitch. Lamb, 5-4. That is a blank. He's not tired. Rudy, 1-2, and it's flied to right. And Bell is on his high horse, but he'll get there. He will make the catch and retire the side. Ninth inning magic strikes again. 1 run, 2 hits, a stolen base. But the A's have taken a 3-2 lead here. So will we see some bottom of the ninth inning magic? So timeout for position changes. As coming into play catcher will be Gene Tennis for the Athletics. He's a 2-1-17-0. So timeout. 2-1-17-0. And coming into play second base will be Ron Clark. He's a 4-9-0. Ron Clark, 4-9-0. So Gene Tennis, the new Athletics catcher, and Ron Clark, who started the season with the Milwaukee Brewers, who's now on the Athletics at this time, will now take over at second base. But the Athletics need a pitcher. Can anybody guess who's coming into the game? And if you guessed him, that is right. Coming on to pitch for the Athletics, Mr. Raleigh Fingers. Hall of Famer? No doubt. 11 wins, 9 losses, 21 saves, a 2.51 ERA. Fingers, his job, get the game over. But he will face the middle of the Indians' order. Ray Fosse will lead off. He's 0 for 3. And the Indians are pretty much going to have to go who's on the lineup right now. Fosse, Chambliss, and Nettles here in the bottom of the ninth. 3-2, the historical score of this game. Fingers will go ahead and he will pitch. Fingers, 1-1, possible error. Fosse, 3-5, and that's not an error. It's a slow hit ball to third. That's picked up by Bando. Fosse not that fast. His base running rating is a 2. The throw. Got him, 1 out. Ground ball to third. Nettles had to charge it, but he throws to first. Not Nettles. Bando had to charge it, and he got him out, 1 down. Now here's Chambliss. Chambliss is 1 for 3 with a double. Fingers, he'll go ahead, set up with the pitch. Fingers, 5-2. Against the lefty, it's a base hit right past the pitcher. The tying run is on. Chambliss gets his second hit of the game. It's a base hit. And now here is Greg Nettles, and he has home run power. Nettles is 1 for 3. Infield is at double play. Fans here at the Mistake by the Lake hoping for a big hit. Strategy rolls are still on. Nothing happening. Chambliss will stay at first. Fingers goes ahead with the mustache. Twirls the mustache a little bit. Now he looks at Nettles. The fans are running loud. They want the Indians to get back to 500. Fingers lets it go. 5-6. Strikeout 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He got Nettles. And just barely, he's a 6. -1 is a 5. That was a 4. And now the last chance for the Indians will be Buddy Bell. And Bell will bat. 1 for 3. He has a single. But now 2 outs. It's up to Bell. Fingers looking in. The fans here at Municipal Stadium hoping for a big-time hit. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Chambliss stays where he is. Fingers looking on Bell. The fans are loud, hoping to distract Fingers. Fingers says, I'm going to be a Hall of Famer one day. 2-3. Strikeout 6. That is high. Bell gets the swing. 4-3. And it's a fly ball to center field. Getting under it is Angel Manuel. He comes inside a little bit, puts out his glove, blah, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Athletics will beat the Indians tonight 3-2 in the actual historical score of the game. Stadium groans. No runs and a hit for the Indians, but the Athletics continue to show how good they are, and they will get a big-time win here at the Mistake by the Lake. And they will take a 3-2 win here over the Indians. Final line score coming up, and we may be very close here. Let's see what we got. Win goes to Walker. How close was the official line score to the actual historical game? Pretty darn close. For the Athletics, 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. Historically, they had 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. For the Indians, 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. Historically, 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. I don't want to hear anything about inside pitch not being pretty accurate. The winning pitcher is Bob Locker. He's actually going to get the win. Lamb is going to wind up with the loss, and Raleigh Fingers picks up the save. So a 3-2 victory for the Athletics. The actual historical score in the game, at least runs-wise, only off by a couple of hits, and a big win for the Athletics. They will go to 32-10, and the Indians drop to 19-21. We are not done yet. 10-minute ticker is coming up. Only 2 hits off the actual score, off the actual line score. That's pretty darn good. Not many games do that. Not many game engines do that. As Sports Time Machine says, send over to his channel for some 1980 Stratomatic baseball. The Dodgers and the Padres. That sounds pretty much fun. That sounds like a blast. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. There are only 2 games played on June 5th. The Oakland-Cleveland game was one of them. The other one was Minnesota at Baltimore. Twins, 7-11, that's 0. Orioles, 8-15, that'll be enough for 1, and that will be a win for the O's. On to June 6th, Minnesota at Baltimore again. Twins, 3-14, that is 0. Orioles, 6-52, that is 4. A win for the O's. Boston at the White Sox. Boston, 9-21, that is 2. White Sox, 14-64, that is 14-64, that's 8. And that's a win for the Pale Hose. Oakland at Cleveland. Oakland, 16-53, and that is 6. Tribe, 5-24, that is 1. And all the Athletics are doing is winning. Angels and Detroit, doubleheader, game 1. Angels, 2-51, and that is 3. Tigers, 15-36, that's 4. Tigers take the first one. Game number 2, Angels 4-65, that is 6. Tigers 10-23, that is 2. And they'll split the twin bill. Milwaukee and the Royals, as David Lando joins us here for some Fast Score Baseball. Milwaukee 7-51, and that is 4. Royals 15-32, that's also 4. We have extras. Milwaukee 4 plus 0. Kansas City 6 minus 1 is 5. They will win in extras. Yankees and the Rangers. Yankees 13-24, and that is 3. Rangers 5-15, that is 1. Another win for the Bombers. Cubs and the Dodgers, who are really struggling lately. Cubs 12-23, and that is 2. Dodgers 9-26, that is also 2. They have to go to extras. Cubs 5 minus 3 is 2. Dodgers 5 plus 0. Dodgers will get the win in extras. Braves and the Expos. Braves 13-51, and that is 5. Expos 12-54, and that's 6. Just enough for the Expos to beat the Braves. Reds and the Mets. RJL Network versus Brian B. Brian B. 11-44, and that is 4. RJL Network 251. Not enough. That's 3, and that game belongs to Brian B. Astros and the Phillies. Astros 19-34, and that is 5. Phillies 12-53, and that is 5 as well. They go to extras. Let's see. Astros 6 and plus 0. Phillies 1 minus 2, and that will be a win for the Stros. Cardinals and the Giants. Cardinals 9-66, that's 9. Giants 11-43, and that is 4. And that's a win for the Redbirds. On to June 7th. Minnesota at Baltimore. Minnesota 6-31, that is 2. Orioles 11-16, that's also 2. They will have extras. Twins roll a 3, minus 1 is 2. Orioles roll a 5, minus 4 is 1. That's going to be a win for the Twins. Red Sox and the White Sox. Red Sox 14-56, and that's 7. White Sox 6-64, that's 6. That will be a win for the Red Sox. Oakland at Cleveland. Oakland 9-24, that's 2. Indians 3-52, and that's 3. And the Indians will get a win, at least one win, on the Athletics tonight. California at Detroit. Angels 6-12, that's 0. Tigers 5-12, that's 0. So nobody wants to win. We'll go to extras. Angels roll a 4. Plus 4 is 8. Tigers roll a 4. Plus 1 is 5. And without scoring any runs, California win the game. Milwaukee at Kansas City. We have these two tomorrow night. Milwaukee 7-41, and that is 3. Royals 8-33, and that is also 3 more extras. Milwaukee rolls a 6 plus 0. Kansas City rolls a 1 minus 1 is 0, and that will be a win for Milwaukee. Yankees and the Rangers. Yankees 11-42, and that is 4. Rangers 3-62, that will be also 4. Wow, we got more extras. A lot of extra inning games tonight. Yankees roll a 2, minus 2 is 0. Rangers roll a 2, plus 0, and that will be a win for the Rangers. Cubs and the Dodgers. Cubs 15-34, and that will be 4. Dodgers 8-55, and that's 5. The Dodgers get a win. Braves and the Expos. Braves 11-31, and that is 3. Expos 7-64, that's 6. A win for the Spos. Mets and the Reds. Well, can my Mets get one happy recap tonight? Reds 16-51, and that is 6. Mets 10-26, and that is 3. And that game also belongs to the Reds. Astros and the Phillies. Astros 7-66, that's 8. Phillies 12-65, that is also 8. They will tie. Phillies trying to play strong here. Astros roll a 6, plus 0. Phillies roll a 5, minus 2 is 3. The Astros will get the win. Pittsburgh and the Padres in a doubleheader. Game 1. Pirates 14-46, and that is 5. Padres 6-12, that's 0. A win for the Pirates in Game 1. Game number 2, Pirates 1351, that is 5. Padres 452, that is 3. The Pirates take both games and gain some ground on the Mets. Cardinals and the Giants, Cardinals 1345, and that is 5. Giants 1766, that's 11, and that is a win for the Giants. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be at Kansas City Municipal Stadium as the Milwaukee Brewers will take on the Kansas City Royals. Bill Parsons will be going for the Brewers, and Paul Splittorff will be going for the Royals. A tough matchup in the American League. Milwaukee trying to stay relevant, and Kansas City trying to stay close to the top of the American League West. Parsons and Splittorff, Brew Crew and the Royals. Be there or be square. Yes, I did. They had Grimsley and Seaver. Don't worry, Brian B. I actually looked at that, but I did not choose that game. There are certain reasons why I make my choices, but nope, you don't worry, Brian B. Your Reds are coming up. Brian Patterson, Brian B., David Lando, Sports Time Machine, Brian Hoxie, Frank Rosenk, John Haverly, Craig Scarborough, My Basement Media Productions, Jimmy Jam, Carlos Yaz, and let's see here, Alex M., David Vega, and PFLQR, Big Clue, SGJ Jamie, and Jeremy Brooks. I think I got everyone. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. See you guys tomorrow night. The Oakland Athletics, the historical score of the game is matched and only off by two hits and an error. The Athletics win the game over the Tribe tonight, 3-2. We'll see you guys tomorrow.